All right, today we're going to continue on with our multiplying of polynomials. We're going to multiply special products. Now there's two special ones. We're going to find the square of sums and differences, and we're going to do what's called the difference of two squares. It's nothing different than what we've been doing. So we're still going to use our Punnett squares, but they just look a little bit different or give a little different result. So I wanted to take some special time to look at these two different types. So here's the first one. 7z plus 2 squared. Now we are going to use a Punnett squared. Now remember, squared really means 7z plus 2 squared really means 7z plus 2 times 7z plus 2. So it is two different binomials. And because it being two different binomials, we will still have to go ahead and Punnett square this. So 7z plus 2, and then our 7z plus 2 on the side gives us 49z squared, 14z, 14z, and 4. Notice these two here will end up being, because they're the same, will end up being the same. Now we still need to go ahead and add like terms, which are these two, and that's where we get the 28. That should just be z. That's a mistake. It should be 28z here. Yeah. So 49z squared plus 28z plus 4. Ignore the squared. All right, so let's try another one. We can even do it with subtractions here. So the 3c minus 4 becomes 3c minus 4 times 3c minus 4. And then moving along, we can put the 3c minus 4 on top, and then obviously another 3c minus 4 on the bottom here. And so we go ahead and do the multiplication here, and we get 9c squared, negative 12c, and negative 12c. Again, those two are the same. And then positive 16. Make sure that you understand two negatives do make that positive. And so when we add it together, 9c squared minus 24c plus 16. There's another kind that's called the difference of two squares. And notice here it's 9d plus 4 and 9d minus 4. So very close, but one's a plus and one's a minus. Well, what is that going to do to my Punnett square here? Let me show you. I have 9d plus 4 on top, and then I'm going to do 9d and minus 4 on the side. Well, we get 81d squared, and in the top right we get 36d, and then negative 36d, and then negative 16. But notice these two here, 36d and negative 36d. Those are my like terms, and so when I try to add them together, they cancel out. So I don't have to write any d's. So I have the 81d squared and the negative 16. Again, a little bit sideways, I think. A little bit crooked here. 3y plus 2 and 3y minus 2. Notice I just X these out because I know, because it's the difference of squares, it's a plus and a minus, that those two are going to cancel each other out, so I'm not even going to worry about them. 9y squared and a negative 4. So 9y squared minus 4 is right there. So if it's set up with one time being plus and one time being minus, just exit those out. Now this is very important. We're going to use difference of squares quite a bit throughout algebra. Quite a bit more so in Algebra 2, but it does come up occasionally in Algebra 1. So this idea of having plus and then minus is really important, and we will see a lot more of this coming up. All right. And that's what I have for you today.